to you live. We are monitoring a situation right now that is west of San Angelo. I'm not going to cover any areas specific that are outside of the Texas area, so just a heads up. I'm going to cover these areas that are main risks right now. As you can see in the lower portion, there is a chaser that is monitoring this area right here along 163, south of Sterling City, Texas. So folks that are in that path definitely need to heed the warning. So if you're along Highway 87, which would be north, basically Carlsbad, Sterling City, get into your safe place at this time. This is a dangerous storm. There's currently a severe thunderstorm warning until 4:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 3:27, a severe thunderstorm was located 13 miles east of Stiles or 17 miles northeast of Big Lake, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour, tennis ball size hail, folks, and 60-mile-an-hour winds. So these are going to cover west central, Tom Green, and northern Ireland counties. It's going to be mainly over rural areas, but still, this is going to continue to move pretty quickly. I realize it just said that it's only 30 miles an hour, but these storms are going to start to escalate the further into the early evening that we go. So just be aware of that. Appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much for joining. We'll go ahead and scan out here a little bit further, but as you can see in the lower corner, that is the storm that we're kind of monitoring here, as there is a signature right here, possible rotation. Let's go ahead and bring the base velocity in, uh, high, high velocity, I apologize. There's that cup link. It's a little bit of a tighter spin up in there. So there is a possibility of something dropping out of that storm for sure. I am covering Texas area today. Ghost Lover, I'm covering Texas area right now. I'm not covering anything in Indiana. Sorry, KH. Right now we have an extremely dangerous storm in areas west of San Angelo. As you can see, a pretty significant severe weather. Yeah, we could definitely see behind those trees there. There's definitely some. You saw a funnel? Oh, you- all right. So my son Nate thinks that there might be an EF1, EF2 is somewhere in there, but that is very difficult to tell just based off of this rotation here that we're seeing. But we're starting to see definitely some location or rotation. I can't speak. Excuse me. So there's the hold on, I can't see. The negative and then the positive miles per hour indicates to me that there is some rotation. So as you can see, negative rotation there, 42 mile per hour negative. So there's definitely some rotation in some of these spots here. Thanks for the follow, H. Westerberg 77 and Jerry W. Appreciate that. All right, so we are seeing some chasing right now going live there. I'm not covering this live in the field, but we'll take a look at this other storm down west and south of Big Lake, Texas. This has also got some rotation, it looks like here, right, Nate? Not not as strong as the one up here in yeah, in these areas. That definitely has some strong rotation there. There's a scud cloud there, Nate. Okay, yep. Isabel, is 70 East safe this weekend? Thanks so much for the follows. I'm covering Texas right now. Joplin, Missouri area is going to be late tonight since we do have the, oh, there's an error loading my ticker information, so I apologize. One moment here. I got to refresh that. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, yep, we do have a funnel. Okay, I got to back up here. Hold on a second. Got to get back to this storm here. This is a dangerous, dangerous storm. Lots of rotation right here. Again, this is why I'm staying right here. Can you back up for a minute? I can't. I then I can't see too much. Okay, hold on a second. All right, so definitely some rotation here. Yes, this is mainly rural areas, and I realize there's some pop-ups coming up here. We don't have a tornado warning on this yet. The alerts will pick up if there is a tornado warning. But right now, this is not tornado warned. Yeah, in your opinion, it should be. But again, we're not the National Weather Service. All right, Joplin, Missouri area. I'll kind of take a look at that real quick here. And I-70 east. And I apologize, the feed there, but I-70, I'm not sure where I-70 is. Apologize. One second. Hi, Erica from Oklahoma City. All right, Joplin. Let me go to Joplin. Hold on. The risk factors that I have on right now, Joplin area, thankfully, shows that you guys are okay today, but that risk moves over tomorrow. And the tornado risk, you guys are going to be in a heightened area for tornado risks tomorrow. So just stay weather aware. That's all I can really talk about that. Go talk to mommy for a second. Go grab my phone. No, she's on the phone. She called. Go talk to mom. All right. So that is all that I can talk about today is the risks for today. Let me go back to this. Sorry, guys. I did tell my wife that I was going to be going live, and evidently she didn't get the message. So the risk for tornadoes for today. Was she okay? Okay. All right. Yes, there's 8 severe thunderstorm warnings. Now we do have that's between Pennsylvania and we do have areas of Texas. There's a number of them right now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This is about to expire. This one is 23 minutes. This covers northwestern Crockett County. Thanks so much. Is Tulsa, Oklahoma? Okay, I can't see when you're right there because you're kind of in my viewpoint. Okay, Tulsa, Oklahoma, gonna get storms. Hold on, bud. You can't say no until you actually look at the stuff. Tulsa's safe for today. Again, tomorrow's risk. You're in the 2% for Tulsa tomorrow. So you're okay for today. Tomorrow, things could be a little bit different. It's quite a big deal. Fort Worth, Texas, please. And Warren, Ohio. Thanks, Erica, for sharing the live. Appreciate it. Um, Fort Worth, Texas. Hold on. Hold on. Yes, I see that, bud. You need to stop. You get worked up way too much. Okay, just calm down. Okay. All right, Fort Worth, Texas. Let's go get Fort Worth, Texas. You're kind of giving me anxiety, dude. And I'm not even in there. You made me lose my train of thought. Fort Worth, Texas. There we go. All right. Fort Worth, Texas area. You guys are in the higher risk for um, tornadic activity. If I take a quick peek for that area for HRRR, this is looking at the significant tornado parameters. Doesn't mean necessarily that there's going to be a tornado, but you guys look to have the risk sometime after 7 p.m. After 7 p.m. that comes through. Okay, it looks like right now at 3:53, Glasscock and Reagan, Texas. A severe thunderstorm warning. You'll see that information scrolling. That comes directly from the. Uh, okay, it's hold on. You don't see debris. Just hold. You're gonna cause panic.
No, I know it's a tornado on the ground because I saw like a little tiny line on the like below
Just
it.
hold on. Just because you see a line, did you see debris?
No, not yet.
Okay,
But
then
there is
it's
gonna be debris.
then if there's no debris, it's not a confirmed tornado, bud. You got to calm down, bud. Yes, I know you can't see it. Let's not worry about that. Let's focus on what we do know right now, okay? What we do know is this area right here does have significant rotation. So we, until they issue a tornado warning, the best we can do is to warn people and say, hey, this is possibility of a tornado in here. Okay? It doesn't say possible tornado, but with ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, there is likely, uh, funnels definitely happening in that area. I'm sorry, Kentucky, I can't cover you right now. Jay Bliss, thank you so much for the follow. Springfield, Missouri, it's going to be way late tonight by the time it gets, but Springfield, Missouri, tomorrow is going to be pretty significant for your whole state in Missouri. Hold on, zoom back out. Okay. So there are a lot of indications of rotation. So we have negative, that's when we have the negative and the positive miles per hour, that's indication of rotation there. All right. Thanks so much for the follow, Colby. Appreciate it. When will it be in Denton, Collins County? Okay, let me go back to Denton. We got a little while before it gets there. I would say it's going to be after 7 p.m., but let's take a look at HRRR. Um, I do need to bring up composite reflective to kind of show you guys a little bit better of a idea of the, McKinney area. So that'd be over by Denton. Thankfully, where this is potentially dropping is in a pretty rural area. Okay, so based on what this is showing, Denton area, we're expecting that to be after midnight, according to this scan. And that would be significant hail wind threat for the Dallas area. I would not rule out a tornado because anyone that's in this brown shaded area is in a higher risk of a tornado. Weatherford next. Weatherford, gotcha. Yes, most of these folks are asking about Texas, and if they're not asking about Texas right now, I'm not focusing on that because, okay, I do see. All right, so Weatherford, looks like Weatherford area, possibly around the worst of it, 11, somewhere around 11 p.m., midnight area, pretty much all night long, as you can see. Pretty impactful storms. This line here would be expected to be gust front and possibly some embedded tornadoes in there. Let me go back to live radar. Okay, does he have a tornado? All right, let me go back to that. We don't have a active tornado warning, so we can't. Okay, are you done? Okay, we got to go based on facts of what we can see. We can't report stuff that we can't physically see. We have to rely on chasers that are in the field for that, and that's why they're so important and vital. Yes, I understand that. Okay, now we do see debris. Okay, we do see debris on his coverage here. So this storm right here, let me go ahead and do a track. Hold on, hold on. Let's do a track on this. And this is going, last I checked, it was going 35 miles per hour. No, 35 miles per hour. Can you stop? Hang on a second, folks. I got to calm him down for a moment. All right, we do have a confirmed tornado warning now, folks. This is for Irion and Sterling, Texas. This is now a confirmed tornado, as you can see right on there. These are some areas that are likely to be impacted for these areas. This is why we're not covering a bunch of these areas that are outside of Texas, because Texas now has its first active tornado warning for today. It was located 23 miles west of Arden, moving northeast at 20 miles per hour. This is now moving at 20 miles per hour. This is some areas that could be impacted by this tornado. We currently have confirmation of observed tornado heading toward Brownwood. Let's take a look and verify. Brownwood, Texas. There's the polygon. Okay, you need to shut that off. I can't have that on while I'm doing this. Okay? No, I'm not. But you need to stop. Okay? Brownwood. This is currently moving in a northeasterly track. Brownwood, you are in that zone of 5% risk. Okay? It's a ways off, and it would be hard to speculate at this point. So the only thing that I could do right now would be based on HRRR weather estimates to let you know where or timing of Brownwood area. I do have to go back to a 19Z update. Again, there's confirmation that, uh, let me take a look at Enos in just a moment here. So Brownwood, based on this scan, looks to be sometime after midnight. Although if these things, we have another Reagan and Upton counties severe thunderstorm warning there. As you can see, these are getting pretty intense. But again, Brownwood be sometime after midnight based on this scan here. There's that confirmation of a tornado. And let me go ahead and take a quick peek at live radar again. Significant rotation in here, Enos, Texas. Let me look at Enos, Texas. Please go ahead and follow and share the live for folks that are in any of these areas that are likely to be impacted, the brown and the green areas. Enos is a long ways, so that's going to be overnight hours or late tonight by time things get going. So just make sure you have a weather radio handy. Burleson good or no? Burleson. Let me check that for you. Thank you, Finley, for the question. It just lifted back up? Okay, it just lifted. It looks like Burleson. There we go. Okay, so you're south of Fort Worth area. It's going to be a long night for you. Uh, so what you're going to want to do is anyone that's in kind of the Dallas area, we look at this, hold on. If we look at this scan here from HRRR, that is not fully out yet, so I got to go back to this one. Again, areas of Texas, Dallas would have expected that really late in the evening hours. As you can see, the intensity is 2 o'clock in the morning. Maybe things finally start to die out, but if this can hold things together, it's going to be a long night for folks in Texas. All right, saw some storm chasers pass by my house about an hour ago. Yep, K-Wit, they're definitely out there. Stephenville, Texas. Emma, I did take care of Denton County area already, and it's looking like it's going to be super late in the evening after midnight sometime. Of course, if these storm progress faster, then it could change. Okay, I see that on there. Thank you. All right, all right, Stephenville, Texas. All right, these are estimates right now. I have my son that's got ADHD, and I have it as well, but apparently he's a little too hyper right now. Hold on. So again, in Stephenville area of Texas, we're expecting that development to be sometime after 9 p.m. And that's when you can expect probably a gust front, and so some significantly severe weather. Hail could be a possibility if all of this holds together and holds true. Vernon, Texas. All right. This is the last one that I'm doing of that because I want to get back to the live radar. I don't want people to get confused on what I'm running through here. I don't want them to panic and think that this is a live radar, but right now this is radar estimates of what could be happening. Nate, you got to shut that off. It's too loud, buddy. So Vernon, Texas, you're on the northern edge and you're outside of that tornado risk, but that doesn't mean that you're going to not get anything. It looks like it would be sometime after 10 p.m. for Vernon, Texas. And the biggest risks I see there is some torrential downpours, but again, that could possibly change depending on the track of this. Most of this I'm expecting to eventually start moving more easterly. So we do have that tornado still on the ground. Let's go back. I can't have that on my feed. I can't have them. I'll get banned. I'll get banned and then I can no longer be on here. So understand, I can't have somebody else's stuff on here, okay? Only people that I have gotten permission to do so, all right? So we do have this tornado right here, folks. As you can see that right here, continuing large. That's almost like a stovepipe type of we do have another. This is an Ohio severe thunderstorm warning. I'm sorry I'm not covering those areas. Storm is coming in from northwest. Right. Yes. Actually, no. It's coming from the southwest. So we have this moving off into a northeast track. So it's coming from the southwest. If once my pop-up goes away here. So this is going to the northeast. All right. We got Vernon covered. That's going to be late after 10 p.m. Jacksonville, Texas. Anybody that has questions about Texas, I will definitely get to. If you have questions about other areas, unfortunately, right now, this is a dangerous situation for Texas. So I'm focusing on that right now. All right, you're outside of the tornado area for today. Tomorrow, you have that risk for the 2%. So it could end up overnight. into tomorrow, you could end up having that risk if things can hold together overnight. So I would just make sure early morning hours you're aware of what's going on if you're in Jacksonville, Texas area. This is a estimate, and I'd have to go back to the 19Z with every update here. So Jacksonville, Texas, I can't go out that far. I would have to switch weather models, which isn't a huge thing, but right now I'm focusing on stuff that's within the next 24 hours. San Antonio, San Angelo. Ooh, I know that's something that I definitely need to look at because you guys are very close to this. As you can see, San Angelo area. We now have another severe thunderstorm warning over by, this is a tornado possible north of Big Lake. We don't have the tornado warning yet, but I do suspect that this storm that is moving off to a east-northeast track, this line of storms definitely could possibly hit San Angelo, but it's going to be a while based on this. Let's go ahead and take a look at how fast it's going, moving northeast at 30. So if we put, we got number of polygons going up here, make sure we don't have any new ones. There's that stovepipe tornado, you can see that there. 30 miles an hour, this one here. I think it's going to take more of an easterly track. So if these storms were to hold together, these would be some areas that could be impacted. So a couple hours, but if it starts picking up speed, which I actually expect it to, San Angelo, yes, you would be impacted by these storms. They don't show signs of stopping. So just be aware, storm initiation happened maybe a few hours ago, and now it's starting to rope out, it looks like. Thanks so much for the gifts. I appreciate it. Please, if you're able to, go ahead and smash those uh, likes and the shares. I appreciate it so much. It helps with the content that I'm trying to give people. It's not that I want to get paid to warn people. It's the fact that it's time out of my day and my kids' day, and um, still doing what I love. All right, let me go ahead and shut off this information here for a second. Whoops. And I'm not going to be live this whole time, folks, just so you're aware, because I do have to get back to life with the kids here. So I just kind of wanted to break in because I knew that there was going to Odessa, Columbus, Ohio. I'm sorry, can't get to Ohio right now, but I will. Odessa, Texas area. You guys are on the north side of this. You're good. Midland, I know I saw somebody from Midland, Texas, please. You guys are okay. We don't expect this to be on the north side. We do expect this to continue to move in a northeast direction and further east. So Midland and Odessa and points that are westward and north, you'll be fine for there. Juanita Lavetta, Laveda, Lavedo, I can't talk. Thank you very much for sharing the live. Crystal, thanks for the follow. Norman, Oklahoma, and Big Springs, Fort Worth. All right, we got a number of different questions here. So I took care of Odessa, Big Spring. Let me take a look at that. Oh, we can't get him on there. Nope, I don't have that ability. All right. Big Spring. Big Spring, Texas, right here. You guys are on the northern edge of that. So I would suspect that you guys are going to, yeah, you guys should be okay. That's over by Big Spring, Texas. Should be okay. Is there anything for Eagle Pass, Texas and Fort Worth? Eagle Pass first. I think that's on my radar here. Oh, nope, you guys are good. This is Eagle Pass, Texas, you're good. That's too far south for this. so you're going to be fine. However, tomorrow, apologize, I had the wrong one pulled up. So here's the risk. So Eagle Pass, I suspect that you guys will be fine. You're in the 2% risk for tornadic activity, but again, this is going to continue to take a track that's more east northeast type of thing, and I would suspect that we won't have that southerly development that far south. Will Norman, Oklahoma have bad weather tonight? I don't suspect that they will. Uh, Bad weather, I guess your definition, but tornadoes, no, don't expect that. Brownwood, yes, you guys are going to be under the gun in Brownwood over the next several hours. Over the next couple of hours, you could end up having some impacts there. Hail, gusty winds, straight line winds, and isolated tornadoes are going to be happening in these areas that are shaded in the brown and the I got the tornado or the severe thunderstorm watch information up, so that's probably why you can't see that. But this purplish and the brown, that's all that higher risk of tornadic activity there. Fort Worth and San Antonio. Fort Worth. All right, I am live streaming on Facebook as well as TikTok, but it looks like TikTok's blowing things up pretty good. So probably why you can't see that. What about? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. There's a lot of anxiety, I'm sure, here, folks, and that's not why I'm trying to do this. Where was I at here? Fort Worth. All right, Fort Worth, Texas area. I'll take a look at HRRR weather model. Fort Worth, Texas area. Based on this newest scan, it's going to be sometime after 2 o'clock in the morning. So you guys are going to have a long night for Dallas. Let me see if I got Brady. Let me see what other areas I've got covered, hopefully. Yep. So basically after midnight, anyone that's Brownwood, Dallas, all of those that are in central Texas area, it's going to be basically after midnight. And the farther north you are, like Wichita Falls area, you guys sometime after 8 p.m. based on this scan. So this is a tornado warning continues for the counties of Irion and Sterling and Tom Green, I think that is. Yep. Yes, bud. I know I can't show his live feed. I don't have permission. Victoria, Texas. All right, Victoria, Texas. Your risk is going to be for tomorrow. But Victoria, Texas for tomorrow, that is a general thunderstorms as of this morning's update. So we'll have to see if this drops further south, but you should be okay. Laredo, I believe that's pretty far south as well. So I would suspect that Laredo would be Laredo, Texas. Yep, tomorrow's risk for Laredo. You'll be fine. General thunderstorms, nothing significant. You go back to the risks for today. Just as a reminder, we have this enhanced risk that's in this swath right here for severe weather, and then the slight risk or a 2 out of 5 risk, but this enhanced risk would be the 3 out of 5. All right, thanks so much. All right, San Antonio. All right, thanks for the new follows. I appreciate the gifts. Keep those coming if you're able to. New tornado warning. This tornado warning issued 418. This is probably the same storm. Let me go back to that. Let me go back to that tornado warning. It has moved to other counties now. Sterling. It's radar. I can't have that, bud. Radar indicated Sterling, Texas, Tom Green, Texas. Those are the counties. Radar indicated rotation. This is continuing to be a devastating storm there. Let me shut these risks off right now so I can get a better view of the high resolution here and base velocity. See that rotation in here. Let me see if I need to switch radars. I think I do. Doesn't, it's a little clouded. Okay. So basically what I want to kind of explain to you guys is that there's a lot of rotation in here in this storm. It's already produced a tornado on the ground, confirmation of that. Victoria, Texas, and Laredo, you guys are going to, in Fort Worth, all you guys in those areas are going to be after 10 p.m. Victoria, Texas, though, I think is something for tomorrow. Yeah, Victoria, Texas would be more so for tomorrow. San Antonio area, you guys can go to the live radar on there. You guys right now are not in a severe thunderstorm watch. San Antonio area, expect that to be overnight hours, maybe after 5 a.m. So tomorrow. And this kind of moves, if it holds together, and be pretty intense gusty winds, significant severe weather there in San Antonio tomorrow morning. Haskell, Texas. I appreciate the question, and I'm sorry I'm not able to get to everybody today. You guys are in the tornado watch, so let me back this up and see estimates. So this looks to be probably about 7 p.m. Anytime after 6 p.m. Let me go back to live radar so we can kind of get some, I think we're starting to get into closer populated areas. Let me go ahead and show this. It looks like there's a line or 15 miles southwest of Broome moving northeast at 25, so it's moving slower. US 87 near Coke or Tom Green County line. That was as of 417. It's capable of producing a tornado. We saw that earlier. We cannot show, we showed only one that we're allowed to. We're not able to get everybody. All right, folks, my wife just got home and I hate to leave y'all, but unfortunately I do need to leave you. Please tune in to my live updates that I do in the early morning hours, 8 a.m. Central Daylight Time. I do those on Facebook as well as YouTube and TikTok, of course, to kind of go over the risks. I also do on the on foot field chases as well. But I'm not able to do those field chases on TikTok because I got banned for 24 hours from doing those. And then I found out the reason I can't do those is because it's too dangerous and highly influencing them of dangerous things. So I don't want to do that. So I'm going to let you all go. God bless. Stay safe. And please stay tuned. There are a number of other amazing chasers out there. Max Velocity is one. Uh, Connor Croft. And no, I'm not getting paid to mention these folks. I'm just all about giving as much information as I can so other people can stay weather aware. There's Storm Runner Media, and then there's also Connor Croft. There's Brandon Kopic. There's Vince Walty. Obviously, the notorious Reed Timmer. He's live as well. So you guys stay safe. God bless. And I hope you guys are safe for tonight. I wish I could stay on all night and keep you guys tuned, but unfortunately, I do need to, yeah, unfortunately and fortunately, I've got to be a